Good morning and welcome back to the vlog, guys. Sorry I haven't. God, I'm so pale. I'm always so pale. It's wintertime. Well, fall in Southern California here. I'm gonna go back into the shade. Okay, we have a sick video for you guys today. If you've ever heard the term thrown around E85. Oh wait, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. If you're watching this, that means you got another day. We're out here in Huntington Beach, California at the Gearbox Content House, and Nate Ryder and I are up super early for a really fun field trip to a Chevron gas station. Now, the reason why we're going to this station is because it is one of Pearson Fuel's E85 locations. Now, we use their app to figure out where it is, and I'll show you how to use that in a minute, but first, E85. If you're like me, maybe 2 years ago, you had no idea what E85 even was. You may have heard it thrown around in the car community. We're gonna tell you why your car needs E85, why it will drive faster with E85, and why E85 is cheaper than regular gasoline. There's literally no downside to it, so let's jump right into it. Now, quickly, since I finished my Air Force career, I figured I'd show you guys this. A lot of people don't get to see it. These are all the space missions I was a part of while I was in the Air Force. We got everything from nuclear missile test launches, SpaceX launches here in the top, National Reconnaissance Office NRO missions, some of my patches from Korea, combat cam, scattered all around. Each one has kind of like a funny theme. I know we got SpongeBob here for air warning and control system AWACS. We got a delivery of a nuclear weapon in 30 minutes or less, hence the dominoes thing there. Hello Kitty down here from Korea. Space launch Delta 30 could save you 30% or more. You know, it's Geico themed. NRO mission 42 was Guardians of the Galaxy themes, and the rank that I finished as a captain. Now we're gonna be talking a lot about yellow today, and no, not this yellow Mark IV Supra. We're taking the two Mustangs, the gas guzzlers, over to the E85 station today. Now, I keep these cans in the back of my car all the time. You've probably seen them, they look like this. They hold 6 gallons of E85 a piece, technically 5, unless you fill them up to the brim like me. I'll take these to car events or anything that's kind of far away from the E85 station, because when you convert your car to E85, you will find that it is a little tricky to find E85. You can do two things, or you'll probably have to do two things to make your car E85 compatible. Number one is it's absolutely gonna need a tune. Unless it comes from factory, flex tune ready, or E85 ready, it's gonna require a tune to change the timing of that combustion to compensate for E85, because E85 burns faster than gasoline, so you're going to need to make sure that you have a tune. Do not go to the gas station and just put E85 in your car. You're gonna destroy your engine. Number two, a lot of cars also require a conversion kit. So you're gonna wanna check with your tuner or your shop, whoever's working on your car, and make sure that you get the right kit for your car. If you're like me, the S197 Mustang actually comes equipped from factory to be able to detect E85, so the only thing you're gonna need is a tune. So you're almost ready for E85 right out of the box. A good way to tell if your car is okay to take E85 or not is to pop that gas cap and just check. It's most likely that it cannot take E85. So make sure you take the proper steps to convert it before you start dumping in gas that it's not ready for yet. I use the word gas. It's a fuel. It's not a gas. It's not gasoline. Since we're talking about it, E85, what is that even made of? You have 85% E, which is ethanol, which is essentially a byproduct of corn. So they go out and they take the scraps of corn. We're not talking about food. They don't take food that people can eat and turn it into a fuel. They take the byproduct, convert it into a resource, and then they take 15% biomass, which could be anything like scraps from a slaughterhouse, hooves, things that, again, cannot be consumed by humans. It's gonna be scraps anyway, and they convert that to the other 15% of the fuel, and you get E85. E85, if we're talking renewable resources, carbon footprints, comparing 3 different things, okay? We've got gasoline, you have electric, and you have E85. E85 is the cleanest of the 3. Now, my Tesla fans, chill out for a second. I get it. Elon Musk is a genius, and Teslas are fun and quick, not fast, quick, and you love the idea of being able to recharge your car. Let's look at what it takes to dispose of that battery eventually, and what it takes to charge that battery. Probably gasoline that gets you there. E85 comes from renewing resources that would otherwise go to a landfill and turning them into a very, very clean burning fuel. So not only is the carbon output of E85 way lower than gasoline and what it takes to charge a battery for your Teslas, but the actual carbon footprint for it is very, very low compared to gasoline and electric. So E85 has a lot of eco benefits along with the horsepower. Now let's get to the horsepower. The reason why Nate's 1200 horsepower Mustang needs E85 is because it's essentially a 100 octane fuel. That means that it burns really fast and really smooth, so it's healthy for an engine that's packing these kinds of numbers.
Big ol' E85 supercharged, you gotta love it.
And then I run E85 because my car has a supercharger as well and can squeeze a lot more power out of it. Mine is what's called a flex tune, so that means it can take pump gas or E85 or a blend of the two. So the Pearson app is gonna look like this. If you live in California, you can get Pearson fuels. Now there's a lot of different E85 stations, but in California, we're gonna wanna use Pearson. You just pull up the map here. The closest one is gonna be this guy right here. Oh, they got 309 there and 319. We're gonna get a lot of gas, so let's go to the 309 location. Huntington Beach, G&M, boom, get directions. Go straight to your map app. It's 9 minutes away, it's that easy. Let's go get some yellow juice.
North on Stonebridge Avenue. Then turn right onto Milton Avenue.
Oh, by the way, new wheels, welcome to the channel. I was torn between bronze and dark blue, and then last second called an audible to make them silver, and I think silver turned out way better. Come on, Nate. Good morning, neighbors of SoCal. Yes, sir. Now, if you're like me and Nate, you're very familiar with looking at this. I think his car gets, what's your MPGs? 10, and mine's about the same. And if I'm really getting hard on it, it can go down to like 8. Your MPGs go down about 30%, which isn't enough to compensate for a loss in money. About half the cost of gas, so it would need to be burning twice as fast as gasoline, I think, if I did this math right, for you to actually be losing money by using E85. But even if I was losing money, it'd be worth it for the horsepower gains, baby. Okay, made it to the E85 gas station. Here's gonna be your dead giveaway. If you're ever driving around and you're like, okay, where can I find it? And you're too lazy to look at your app, this is what you're looking for, the yellow gas pump. Check it out here, $3.09 for a gallon of E85. If I wanted premium, it's $4.35. So although not double, a lot more expensive to fill up with premium. You can only do this on 2 occasions. 1, if you're rich, or 2, if you're only getting E85 and it doesn't cost that much. You flip the handle and walk away. Flip the handle, walk away. Also a cool little trick, depending on the state you're in, this is gonna look different, but try to put the little clicker on the lowest setting possible. Think when you're pouring a beer or a soda, you know how it foams up a lot if you pour it fast, but if you pour it slow, it's not as bad. Same thing with your gas. You want it to be delivered into your tank with the least amount of air bubbles possible. This is how much it costs. I have a 16-gallon tank, so we had a couple gallons left. Try not to run your car that low, it's not good for the fuel pump. But yeah, about 40 bucks for an entire tank. One last thing that I wanna make sure you guys know in this video is not all E85 is created equal, okay? That's why we're talking about Pearson today. Pearson has huge quality control over their E85 to make sure that it never dips below 83.3, which is gonna be safe even for the biggest of horsepower engines. If you dip too far below E85, you run risk of damage to your engine. So even if the gas pump says E85, in the state of California, it's legal to advertise E85, but keep it as low as 51%. If you put 51% E85 inside a Mustang GT500, you're toast. You can get these testers and you can find out if the E85 is actually good for your car. Very complicated piece of technology here. Is fill the water up to this line and then fill up the gasoline up to the neck and then see where the bubbles stop. If it stops somewhere around here, it's gonna be true 85, anything lower, and you're in the danger zone. Also, shout out to my guys, the Longtail Rally. Nate and I actually both went on the Longtail Rally, and we were on a constant search for E85 because it was kind of tricky to find as we were crossing from Yosemite to Vegas. That's why we wanted those jugs with us, because we were covering a lot of ground with the Longtail Rally. One moment of the Longtail Rally that like stuck out, you're like, okay, this is insane. Because I keep talking about it.
Dude, every single day was like a movie, honestly. You have cruising with supercars, awesome people. You get the biggest, widest variety of cars, people, the food, the dining, the staying. It's just every day I could just explain that as like a movie. It is absolutely incredible. And it was nice to have at least one other Mustang on the rally, because I was the only one for a while. And then now we were the 2 S197s mobbing together amongst a whole lot of McLarens. Again, make sure you guys follow Longtail Rally. I'm gonna put their handle way up in the sky up there. I'm gonna put Pearson Fuel's handle on the handle. Make sure you give them a follow.
All right, we are back at the gearbox cars, all fueled up. Hope you guys enjoyed learning about E85. I know it's something that's very new to a lot of you. If you want to know more about E85, drop any questions you have in the comments below. I'll answer as many as I can, or just let me know if you want another video, because there's a lot more that we got to cover on E85 before you guys start running with it. But go ahead and talk to your tuner and see if it's something that you can do right away, because it definitely is worth it. Also, again, once again, make sure you go follow Pearson Fuels. I'm gonna put their handle up there. Hey, my sponsor is Longtail Rally. I'm gonna put their handle boop, boop, right there. Guys, I drop videos every single week. Make sure you click that subscribe button, click the notification bell, and I'll catch you at the next episode. Peace.
I might lie to you just to get through the night with you. Hope that's alright. No, you lie to me. It's only right.